Yellow Breeze. Hold up right fast. Hold up. Hold up right fast. Hold up right fast. I gotta do something right fast. Hold up. We're going to do something right fast before Yellow Breeze. Today, I got my act that I was at a barber shop, and I don't got no disrespect for the barber that I'm in. And I love the barber, but I saw the spirit of one person. And let me tell you something, since a lot of people listen to your music, they're listening to a lot of people's music in Texas. And a lot of people listen to your music. And I heard a lot of what I have done today, me not just going to get my hair cut today. I scoped everybody and I have just seen the different personalities. But I have seen something when I was in there, and I just made a complaint on the industry because of your lies and your deception. And you might have niggas that's gonna go inside with you and not find out all the facts of this situation. There's a lot of Texas. And I don't want to start no problems here. But you making it a problem by lying. You and Trap Boy, Freddie them, and y'all to come up. Okay? By the time you get this already, you're gonna be talking to your friends and talking to your dudes and everybody. But let me tell you, anybody that you're with, that's a death sentence. Anybody that retaliate on family, that's a death sentence. You die up in jail when you get caught. I'm not with the buffoon. My mission was about Social Security. But the intimidation, the calling people their name and cause, have no disrespect for our black people. We should be ashamed of ourselves because we are calling, back in the day, we used to get ran out of black neighborhoods from white people. Now we the one that's running us out with hatred and sin like that. Things have changed so much in our human race and the things that we have done. And I just got my hair cut. It's been a long time to find out. But me, I have to keep open. My mind has to stay open with these situations that's going on. And you lied with MO3 them and boosting them. And the mayor, let me tell you something. I asked for every Texas legislator to go to jail. I asked for every police that this happened, even the white police, every fool to get convicted. And that's a death sentence for police officers, for anybody that think they above the law and abusing the law. And I mean, Governor Abbott, I'm just saying, I'm not saying, I'm not thinking he's a bad person, but if that people cross that line and not hit people out and more greed for money, and we must not understand those. I'm not just saying nothing bad about Governor Abbott. That's not what I'm saying, but justice is justice and right is right. Y'all know what y'all did in that character community. People calling me out of my name and stupid and doing. And the thing is, the determination to seeing the spirit behavior. I know you're going to hear me, and I know you're going to be on your YouTube doing all of this. I didn't start this. But we was in that gallery mall when y'all was buffooning. Nobody wanted to hear my voice. Everybody wanted to intimidate and do all of this to come up. Y'all was so busy. You and the kids were so busy trying to come up. But y'all don't know how to do things right in the right way. You know what the names you call. You didn't. I had a fight, but you in your cause intimidation, or you scared of your brother MO3 teenager, and all the rest of y'all. You had funny with that money, right? When you did what you did to me, right? When y'all did what y'all did to me, right? And you women, I see the jealousy with you women. I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm gonna stay single until I get to a point where I'm not even in the line after I get to the point to find what I need more. That don't mean I'm getting, don't mean none of that. That means I'm gonna stay single until I find what I need. That's not your problem. You women want to listen to niggas, y'all go right ahead. You go right ahead and do what you do. But stay the, like I feel like Wiley and Millie. Stay the fuck away from me, you fake. I feel like Wally and Millie. He's going through something right now, and I feel like him. And I feel like when I watch that video on YouTube and I see Wally and Millie, stay the fuck away from me, you fake as a motherfucker. I feel like him. I feel like the spirit connection right now, and I feel like telling y'all this, man. You Dallas women and you a Cliff rapper, you are nothing like me. You don't deserve to be in my presence. Of fakeness, man. Y'all busy being controlled and being lied to. I ain't with all of that, man. People in Dallas, Mid County tried to stop me from believing in something, and they mad because I'm no. Or what I picked up books, you know what you did in character, intimidation. Oh, you scared of your little brother. Let's talk name calling out the cause. Let's talk about those things. But you the liar, right? Why the Carrollton police, I just filed a civil suit, $30 million on the Dallas police and the Carrollton police. For sitting up there watching while y'all call names out the car, man. Call racist name out the car. Filed a civil rights complaint on the Dallas and Carrollton Police Department, sitting up there watching things happen with y'all. We done, you hear me? I'm not gonna deal with this bullshit. The governor advocate making me deal with it, and then whenever they come making me deal with y'all bullshit. They know more than they know. They making me deal with it. Making me deal with your lies, man. And I don't think that's fair. You can lie all you want. I ain't called to be. Then I want Jay-Z and them, Beyonce to sue you for lying. Even Joe Biden them know you lie. Don't lie on Beyonce from your lie. When you was in jail, you probably heard about me, right? Me discussing that blueprint and everything. You a piece of shit. Kevin Gates been knowing about me for a long time. But you the liar, right? You the one that want to come up. Y'all so busy trying to come up. And y'all don't have no regardless for others. But God said you're going to pay for those things. You're going to pay for that American flag. When you walk out your door, you look breezy. God said you're going to pay for those things. You're going to pay for, and I just got another $30 million on the state of Texas for not addressing your dumb ass while you was in there. For knowing about it. And senators them knowing about it, and Governor Abbott them not addressing you about the situation. And pressure charging the lying and deceiving the community to come up. I know you listen, you playing with your niggas. But remember this. When you see me, you see the spirit of God and that American flag in there. That stands for truth and honesty. And God will break liars in any one of those avenues. God will break them. This happening because of you and Bruce in them. You think Joe Biden them in there? Who you think they're sending? I bet you. Who you think they're sending Ja Rule them here? Don't want no beef with bum people. Who you think they're sending them here for the lies? I bet you one of those senators in New York. I bet you the senator in New York and Obama and them sending them. I bet you they sending them 50 Cent in here. I bet you they sending 50 Cent in here. I bet you the senator in New York and them sending 50 Cent in them here and the rest of them here to Texas. Behind your lies and your deception trap off of it. And. But let me tell you something. Trump knows one thing. These ideas leave America. You will be out there saying America is the first most powerful state in the music industry. Imagine if I've been all over the world, in Paris and London and Bali, talking to people. Imagine that these guys, you would be out of a job. This would affect everybody in the United States. It will wipe you out the planet, the mastermind planet. God said this idea is it will wipe you out. It will bring more billions to other nations. But let me tell you something. If I tell the DEA to look up that call, they already know in that courtroom to have that call with Rockefeller in that courtroom with you. What that would matter, huh? Let's try the New York network. Let's try the New York network, the same eye as the Breakfast Club. Let's try iHeartRadio. You think I only call DJ Envy? I got a lot of network numbers in California. You think I only call DJ Envy? That's where you're wrong at. You see, the network, even though DJ Envy believe in your lies, the network nearly gave me a bunch and I said, Hubert, good luck. And I still got those network numbers in California. I talked to iHeartRadio. I called Def Jam. Let's call Rockefeller. Let's get those calls to back up those lies. You know, even though Obama was watching me the whole time. Let me tell you, I want to tell you something. Joe Biden said, Joe Biden lied to me and did he wanted it, but it was about knowledge. You think I care if Joe Biden lied to me or not? I can vote for him or whatever. It's about knowledge. Trump lied to me or not. I don't care if Trump lied to me or not. He lied to me or not. You think I care about that? It's about knowledge. It's about picking up a book. They know what words that were said. You know what you did to come up to smile. You crying over petty money. It wasn't petty when y'all was doing what y'all did. You know, I sat out there in Garland, Texas, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock midnight in Garland. 1 o'clock when people was doing me in Garland, I sat out there and standing by the church what Nikki did to me and the apartment did to me. And I want to say this. And I was standing by the library, church, and by the cemetery. I said, God, we have not fallen yet. I was praying to God when I passed that cemetery in Garland, Texas. And I sat out there in that library at 12 or 1 o'clock at night when y'all were terrorizing me, passing by cars. I said, saying names out there. I said, God, we have not fallen yet. We are not done yet. I sit up there and stare by that church. And I said, God, this ain't over with yet. The fight ain't over with yet. I prayed 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock that night. I gave it to God and everything that was going on in that community in Garland. I prayed, me being 12 o'clock when Nikki and them in that apartment did. I prayed. When I sat there by that church and I sat there by that library close to that cemetery, God said, you haven't failed. You haven't fallen. I'm setting you up for a big comeback. But I'm going to open your eyes more and more and more and more. I told the senators on social issues, they broke my trust. Trust was broken. Women looking jealousy. God said, I see everything about you. One thing, I'm not going to use violence. But God said, I give you this gift to see the spirit in the head of time. You have always had the gift. But if I was in the army, I wouldn't need monopolies to see my enemy. I would have satellite to see my enemy. I would feel my enemy by those things. I would see my enemy by spirit. God said, you're not worthy of me to be out in the open. You're not worthy of me to hang out with you and go to the clubs. God said, it will come a time for us to hang out. It will come a time for us to do things what we need to do. When I get my justice, I will buy me a big house. And let me tell you what you're going to see with that mansion. I'm going to buy that mansion, the American flag going to be there. And when I get that American flag on it, I'm going to get Abraham Lincoln. And I probably get the 14th Amendment built in stone. a statue of it on my property. God said, I'm telling you to dream with that statue built on your property, because we are all love. My gates is gonna say, my American gates is gonna say the American flag when you walk on my property. And it's gonna say, God, we trust. What I want my gate to say when you walk on my property, when you see my property. I am live by God, and I refuse to let you take that from me. I refuse to let you take those from me, those privileges from me, when I know God and I know Jesus and I know we are loved in all of those ways. I refuse to let you break that from me, you and your communities, and what you don't believe in. I refuse to let that happen. I have the same dream and opportunity as you. I told Doug Miller, don't you? I told the other Walmart, I don't need their validation, but God, all I need is God. And let me tell a Walmart CEO, God said, you will feel it in the spirit when it's right for us to sit together and eat. I want the CEOs of Walmart, you will feel it in the spirit. God told me to tell you, and I'm going to follow your heart. What your spirit is going to tell you. And you decide off your spirit. God said the love of the spirit. What do your spirit tell you? And I'm going to tell him, I'm not trying to put no pressure on you. But what do your spirit tell you, God said, Walmart CEOs? What do your spirit tell you? God said it's on you. Yellow Breeze, Kevin Gates been communicating with me on that, but you wanted to come up, right? Other people in communities want to come up. I serve nobody but God. That don't mean I work for the government, but I serve nobody but God. Why just because we believe in God, there gotta be a problem? Why there gotta be a problem because we believe in God? Why did there have to be a problem? Why there gotta be a problem because we believe in God? Why there gotta be a problem? I didn't start this. All I wanted to be heard about my government, about Social Security. But names was being called. Rules was broken. Something was being called. And now, God said, the senators never have to deal with things that has been done. Everything that's going on is Yellow Breezing them in the mail for. Because I called the local government when the call center called me when that time, and he told me to shut up and permanently. No, that's not why I called you about Social Security. That's not why I called you. Call center gave me that number to talk to somebody important. And everybody wanted to buffoon and do these things when I'm doing what is right. I couldn't even go when the call center told me to go to Garland Social Security. I couldn't even do my part and follow through because other people tried to stop me. That's not right. That's not right. That's hatred. That's not right. That's hatred. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. We can all have love for each other and grow together. The thing could be more growth and more love than anything. God said, embrace this change. Embrace it. Accept me and his children. Accept it. Don't let Yellow Breezy them fool you. God said, let me in. You know, I was in that barbershop and I was saying Bun B. That Pimp C was here and I was praying to him, man. That Pimp C was here. He'll call us out about the industry. He'll call it out and I said, man, I pray Bun B speak up. I'm praying to God. I'm sitting in that barbershop. Bun B, God needs you. Pimp C spoke about something. God needs you. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying to Bun B and I was like, y'all don't know when I left that barbershop, when I was in that barbershop, I was praying to Bun B. I was praying. I was sitting up that Bun B. God needs you because people belief system and Pimp C spoke about something. And I sit up there in that barbershop and I say, Bun B, God, we need you. God needs you. America needs you, Bun B. We need you. We need UGK. We need Pimp C. We need you. And God needs you. God needs truth and honesty. He needs those things. But I have got the state of Texas for not addressing you. For not addressing you. I have got the state of Texas. That's one count of 30 million for Governor Abbott not addressing the situation while you was locked up. While you was locked up, not addressing it with you. God said you can smile, you can do what you want to do. God said we can move our family to Paris and have a new university. We don't have to put up with this. We can take our justice and buy houses in Paris from Walmart and McDonald's. We don't have to deal with this. We don't have to. You think I have to deal with this? God said, you think I have to deal with McDonald's to get what's coming to them? The name calling, the retardedness, and the name calling when I had those books in McDonald's. See, let me tell you something, Yellow Bruises. I want you to hear me. Because I'm on your thing right now, and I want you to hear me. And I want you to hear everything that I'm saying to you. God wants you to hear that American flag, because God is watching you. God got his eyes on you and your spirit and everyone that's involved in this lying situation. God promised Moses when they told him to go back to Egypt, they promised him they was going to protect him and his family. And he protected him and his people. He made that promise. And God said, I'm going to make that promise again and keep those promises in you and your family. I'm going to make that promises. God said, I got disciples, not just in the government, all over that believes in me. And God said, I make that promise, your family is protected. And that's not true, they don't keep their word, we got other people that will take care of justice. A friend that was in Dallas was in the mall with MO3. And I asked him and everybody to talk to him for me while he was in the mall with MO3. And I was in character. Some of the people that were chilling out with my little nephew when I stayed in there asked me to ask MO3. If MO3 talked about me in inbox. If MO3 talked about me in inbox, what that mean? What are you doing? Mick Mills said something on the song, try to stop my relationship, right? That's not up to you. By other niggas listening to that song. Let me tell you something. When Sabina decides she wanna come back, when she do, she gonna leave her cousins out of it. Me and her mom are gonna talk. And we are gonna have a real match. And that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I don't need marriage. Because this never was about Lil Diamond. Turn it down. Turn it down. There you go. Stop right there. But those are the things. If me and Sabina decide we don't, I move on. But you think I want to interact with conniving this? and behavior, and they still want to believe you. They still want to take your side. They still want to do those things. Let me tell you something. God told me to tell you, everybody's with you. I got bigger investments. I got bigger things. I got bigger investments. God said, you keep doing what you're doing. And God told me to keep my faith. Keep my faith in this situation. Because God said, you have a part in this world too. And God said, you never forget that. You have a part in this world. And you are loved just like everybody else. And you have a part in this world. And you don't stop trying. You don't stop giving up. But they got people that don't believe in the same value as us. Don't believe in the same thing as us, in the same ambition to chase their goals. But there's a way you do it and there's a way you don't do it. Somehow you have to change your circle to be more where you're trying to be. You have to cut everybody off and change your circle and do when it's time to be. We ain't doing any music with people until we got those gigs in our house. Then I would get on Likey and every artist, when I get those studios in my house, I would get on Gates and we would do things. Until then, we ain't working together. Until then, we stand. Then they get mad because, oh, y'all did me the last time and they believe in it. They believe in your lies and they believe in the things that you tell. You really think you're going to win this. It's not going to be like your baby mamas. You see, I've been watching you since you left Dallas and you came back. When you lied on MO3 and told MO3 was a liar, nobody. I was on another profile at the time. I guess Governor Abbott didn't know that, right? Hey, he don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. You don't know nothing at all. God said you continue to do you. And let me tell the state of Texas something. And people get mad because they believe in you. God said, one or the other, that money coming to me. One or the other, that money coming to God and his children. Ain't nothing you can do about it. So you can smile all you want, yellow breeze in your community, but I catch on to the spirit. And God knows what to do with our enemies. God knows what to do with our enemies. God knows what to do with our enemies. You hear me? Let me tell you, when I saw intimidation from that police officer where I left, I read right on my civil rights complaint where I went on that car. Civil rights while I was in that car and I saw the spirit up there. And I filed a complaint on intimidation of bad police behavior. The civil rights gonna get it for intimidation right in that car. Going to civil rights. Intimidation. I saw their spirit while they was in the car. It's big enough to lie on somebody and say somebody worked for somebody when I'm trying to attack the Social Security. Those things ain't fair, Dallas and Fort Worth. Those things are not fair when you don't know my situation because you are trying busy to come up with you women, trying busy to come up. Let the woman listen to you. But God said people are going to listen to my words. And billions going to come to you. Millions are going to come to me when truth and honesty is being given. Let's get everybody that was at that Galleria Mall. One thing God said when he worked this earth, it changes. It changes when he walked this earth. It changes when he walked this earth. Everything changes. He did this. But let me tell you something. God knows if he come back one day, he could walk among you. Yeah. Come here. Hold up. I might get ready to see this. You want some food? Everybody said let them in. I already let you in already. What's the sense for those guys? And I already showed my mom about the music in this rap. Why my chair? Why you can't sit in your chair? I say family off limits. Let me tell you something, y'all boys. My family and us gonna be okay with your lies and your deception coming from your community. But let me tell you something. The state of Texas legislature is gonna pay a bigger price. Every Texas legislator is gonna go to jail, and they're gonna get convicted and do what they needed to do for knowing about it. And the mayor and governor, nobody is above the law. Everybody can be replaced. And God says something. Everybody can be replaced. One thing we have in this America, we see Joe Biden in the Supreme Court, good spirits. And we know everybody from the Supreme Court, from everybody, from every senator, from around the world, no matter what jurisdiction it is, no matter what state it is, they will team up to take corruption and everything that's down with it and take the death of another American guard charger down. So we asked Joe Biden, that means it's going to have FBI agents get fired. That means FBI investigation will get fired and get arrested. All Texas knew, the Texas Rangers knew. Everybody else that listened to Governor Abbott and the Texas legislature will get arrested and get convicted. Everybody that's following Governor Abbott and the rules are not doing by right by God and by the Spirit of God and by the spirit of that American flag. Remember, God is watching. God don't care about jurisdictions, but he cares about what you do with that power that you have. That's what he cares about. He don't care about jurisdiction. Every senator got a role, and every Supreme Court have a role. God don't want to hear about jurisdiction. If God want to bring Texas legislators down, and Obama and them and Michelle Obama and Joe Biden want to bring them all down, we will bring them down. God is always watching. Even if it takes 1,000 years, he is always watching. That little kids on the trail tell me you want to be us. They don't know I've been in this. Millions have always called and saw me when I was in New Orleans, when I marched in the parade. I had watched millions always come and saw me. What they talking about? I want to be them. Baby, you don't know nothing about me. Fannie C. Williams is an elementary and was a middle school. You know nothing about me when I marched in front of millions. You know nothing about me. I have always been a part of something greater. And God said, don't you remember that? I have always been a part of something greater. When millions caught me, saw me on that Superdome. When I had my symbols. And when I was in Fantasy Williams, when I marched in the Zulu parade, 2 times one of my drummers, my friend, my classmate drummer, broke their drum. And I carried it for them and watched them play cymbals. And they had another drum on thing. And I carried it. We understand the sacrifice that I made in that band and Fantasy Williams when they needed him as a drummer in that parade. I carried that broken drum. That drum was beat up. And I went like this. And I carried that beating drum. I had another person hold my cymbals. And he had an extra drum. We understand what it means. And those things never question us. Because we make history together. And that's what matters the most. One thing God said, we don't want family to worry. I say family on living, and I meant it. I'm watching this community. You put people in a bad predicament with the car, with the spirit behavior of that person in the car. The prosecutor's putting this on themselves. So let me tell you what's going to happen. And I said it from another part, and I'm going to say it again. They're going to die in their jail. They're going to get convicted of treason in that jailhouse of a disability family. They're going to die in that jail. The prosecutors are going to die in that jail. Judge Kennedy is going to be put to death. When I go to the civil rights, family and them be touched on any one of those things, Judge Kennedy is going to be put to death. I got my 14th Amendment. So let's test this thing. Every judge and every state attorney get convicted and be put to death for conspiracy to not understand these matters. Let's test this theory. So everybody in that courtroom from DEA to Governor Abbott be put to death. And we understand what's important here. Nobody above their power. God said, you're not ready for me yet, because look what you're doing. You are nowhere near ready for me yet. And you're never going to be ready. Let me tell you one thing. God said, I refuse to let you go beyond your means in my space. You keep searching, and I will block you. God said, I tell your loved ones I'm sleeping in my heavens, but they don't know my spirit have left my heavens and into the heart that is pure. God would deny you. You're going to look for 1,000 years from now. You're going to keep looking in your oculars. That black hole, you're going to die in that black hole because it's not meant for you. The space in the universe hear you more than anything. It hear why you came. When the spirit leaves the body, what you think? Do you really think it stays on earth? Do you really think that matter it stays on earth? Do you really think those things? You really think it knows? That spirit goes into the universe. It goes deep into the universe. And it goes somewhere where your former body is at. I'm not in nothing. Everybody tell me I don't know what type of stuff you. I'm not in a damn thing. You hear me? These are their problems. We can let this all go, but they decide they don't want to drop. That's their problem. But it seems like they care about themselves, right? The Texas legislators and the communities that care about themselves and their tax dollars were more important than how disabilities get treated, right? The communities care about themselves, right? We see how Texas is. We seeing how Governor Abbott acting when he do with God's children. We understand what he's truly about. Him and the black mayor and the black them and everything else. I didn't start this and I didn't finish this. And God said, if we didn't start it, we're going to finish it. I'm asking for peace. You want me to get back out there and be with racism and chill with Douglas Miller employees and be with them judges? God said I would not have that. God said it's time to take care of you and it's time for you to grow. It's time for you to think. Stop putting your faith in Walmart. Stop putting your faith in these businesses. Stop putting your faith in where people are being selfish and you start putting this in yourself and your self-growth. Stop putting yourself out there to them and they don't want to accept you. They don't want to deny you. Tell them that stop putting yourself. God said stop doing all of those things, God said. And take every step to work on yourself each day. I know God said, I know it get hard. I know it get hard. But every day I want you to work. Stop putting your faith in them. Where Doug Miller is being racist with the rest of them. Stop putting your faith in them. No more would you put your faith in business. No more. You will put your faith in me. You will put your faith in me and everything I'm telling you to do. I will guide you to learn the way you. Yes, it's going to be hard, but I will guide you. Everything you're going to work at it. You're going to find different techniques. And God said, I'm going to help you grow. I'm going to help you be more efficient in the spirit. Don't put your faith in them any longer. One thing God said, we keep family together, we keep America together. Learn how to protect those things in many ways. It be so confusing because humans don't, their mindset, they don't want to listen to anybody. But this is different from that courtroom. This is totally different of what I'm talking about. The connivingness from the mayor. But let me tell you something, and I want, because they watching you, Yellow Bridge, and they've been watching. Governor Abigail Biden, I'm going to be watching. And let me tell you what I do know. God is disappointed in everybody. God is disappointed in everybody. He's watching you and he's disappointed. He's disappointed in you to let this go on. God said family is off limits and family is off limits. This fight is greater than anything. But they still want to do crooked behavior, intimidation in the spirit. The chief and the rest of them that was passing by, they think I didn't see that spirit. They really think those things. You cross that line, I deal with you. God said you cross that line, we deal with you. That American flag said you cross that line. Family might have its differences, but you cross that line, we deal with you. That American flag deal with you. This American nation deal with you. Yes, I have a problem with my family. We work it out. Dream tell us more than certain things we need to change. I did not ask for all of this, and Trump put me in this situation, and everybody just could have listened. And this is not right. And I'm going to tell the state of Texas, and I'm going to tell this is not right. And all they can complain about their tax dollars and not complain about the situation from the call center. That's all they can complain about. Tempting was involved. And neglect and abuse, you have no honor. You have no honor. Where's your honor? Where's your dignity there for God's children? Where's your dignity? If y'all we go through things, but they don't give you the right to abuse it. Where's your honor? God said, where's that name that you put on that American flag? Where's your honor? You better well just lay that flag down and take that flag off every business. Well, you lay that flag down, God said, and make sure that don't stand. Where's your honor? God didn't say, everybody say, God said we'll die for. God didn't say, I was going to die for you again. God didn't say those things. He said in time, I put you on this work. I put you on this earth to make mistakes. I got crucified for you to make mistakes. And one day you might learn from those mistakes and I might walk amongst you. And God understands those things, what those truly mean about that when we talk about God. When we make mistakes, when we go to jail, right? We take a piece of candy and we do this, right? And Walmart get us for taking a piece of candy or taking a thing, right? That's nothing big, right? Or this, going taking somebody back. That's nothing big, right? As long as we don't. But that's a mistake. We can learn from those mistakes. Certain things is mistakes, but other things are not mistakes. And we have to understand those things in those meaning where God is telling you to learn from his death and Jesus telling you to learn from him, that maybe one day you might come. He might come on this earth. One day he might come. And you're still not worthy enough. I hope my new brother understands this and no disrespect. But too much lies get on around here. And I had to do this for the greater good. And I had to do this for the greater good. They might don't understand, but the lie that's going on, God want to allow it. God want to allow it. He want to allow that American flag to lie it. Yeah, we see my family say sorry to each other. That what matters the most. You forgive family. That's the most important thing we does. Yeah, we're gonna have our different because people intimidate people doing those things. Yes. But remember, we are most stronger than anything. But I have to reveal my clothes that got taken in guarded, my birth certificate. I have to tell the FBI for my birth certificate, and I got to think that my ID is being used. But I have to rebuild everything that was taken from me in garden, clothes, everything, and I have to rebuild. I was a Green Bay Packer fan when my jersey got taken. So it's going to take me the time to get my jersey back from Eric Rodgers. It's going to take me a time to just have my jersey back. And it's really going to take me a time to get those things back. And I understand what has been taken from me by the community. And God. But it's going to take me things to get that back. And what Mickey did, it's going to take me time to get those back. In Garland, Texas. But God said it's worth the wait. And when Jordan Victoria said, look after yourself, people mad because God took from me. They stole from me. Took clothes from me when Jordan Victoria said something. Be selfish for a little bit. Not just be selfish. You look after your family. You do what needs to be done. Because they took something. And the community says, selfish. You took clothes and everything. We have to rebuild everything that you have taken away from me. And we're going to talk about that with Senator Ted, about social issues. What Garland did in 2019. And we're going to talk about that. Things were taken. So when community tells somebody you're selfish, no, you're being selfish. Because people want to take and jack things from people. And we have to regain what was taken from us. And we have to understand that it can be replaced. And we regain it. You think somebody take a chain from me? You think I'm going to get mad? I'm going to be like, look here, have the chain because it can be replaced. You think I'm going to go and tell you think I'm going to ask for that back? Have that damn chain. Because I can work more harder than any damn thing. Niggas calling niggas back about a chain. Have that damn chain because you hurting. I understand you need it. So if I feel like you want to take a chain and you need it, you hurting. So I'm gonna be like, look here, man, it's not even all that. I understand what me and my black brothers and anybody going through here, man. Here. I'm not with all that buffooning, man. I don't have a chain, but if I had one, I'd be like, here. Here, put it on here, man. Go. You know, I'm fucking worried about that. What the fuck I'm worried about that for? And I can work even harder for something bigger. What the fuck I gotta be with all that and I work harder for something bigger, for something greater? You need something. I'm saying this man, you need something. There's a reason why you rapping. You need something. Bam, here, man. Take a few hundreds. Take a few hundreds. Here you go. God bless you and send you on your way. Put the guns down. God bless you. Send you on your way. And then I'm going to work hard for another chain. I'm going to work hard and keep building more. Here go a couple hundred. Here go the chain. Here go this. Because I'm going to work hard. Because I understand life. I understand how hard it gets. I understand when people are going through stuff. I understand these things in many ways. Those are the things I understand. If I move, I don't have a jewelry around. I don't have that much money on me. But if I had that one day, and a person come up to me in my house, that would come to me in my house one day, hey man, put the chain on me. He'll take a few hundred, sing on your way. Then I'm gonna get on social media and be like, hold on, he jacked me out of my chain here, and God bless him. Then I'm gonna pass that shit up, man, because I know there's more than that into life. I know that's more than to that into life. I can't take that chain with me when I die. You really think I can take that chain with me? It's not coming with me in the spirit. One guy made a commercial website come in. When I get my place, you break into the house, you better be like on high and be have that blunt and have those hot pockets one day when I get my place and have those hot pockets. You better tell your friends to bring some hot pockets, okay? We're gonna make it a piece of roll. Tell your friends to bring some piece of roll. They say on YouTube, let's do what I gotta bring it to. All right, you better tell your friends to bring some piece of roll. When I get my house one day, whatever, you better tell your friends to bring some damn piece of rolls. You heard me? And I'm telling you, you better be like, hold up. You better put that mitt by my thing and be like, hold up. You better sniff that motherfucker. Be like, be like on high. See, I hate when you just it have movies, man. And it's movies like, come on, bro. Like I hate that type of stuff, like movies, man. Movies are movies. This shit, though, some of that shit don't even happen in real life. I love the first High movie, guys. The High movie with Method Man on there. But if that was actually in real life, like actually in real life, and the president get high, if that was actually in real life, and all the rest of those things, and the one and all the rest of those things, if that was actually in real life, we would be like, whoa, it's a movie. Method Man doing like, oh shit, when it's my movie. Come on, everybody know the first High movie was the greatest classic ever. When we talk about it, come on, Method Man and Regular Man. We know that everybody liked it. Oh, and he got along with his coach. Them old man, yeah, because we get no hoes, no nothing. We straight up working. And he got along with it like, come on. His little friend that got the cross. Like, oh, we getting there. Everybody know that was a classic high movie. Everybody know that was a classic high movie. We know that was this off the chain with that situation. We know that was a classic, guys. I go back on my Facebook, right on my Netflix right now, and I can go back like go back on my Netflix. I go watch High movie and all that, and that could be a motherfucker class. And we never seen people do the high scene. And show Method Man and them be like, come on, and do the scenes off, and them everybody doing other scenes, but never actually like did scenes off and did scenes off of that. And like the movie High. We all know this is classic, man. We all know. What it do with? What you want? All right. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Ella. There you go. Hold up. It was a classic movie, guys. We know Method Man was classic. We know there was a classic. We know there was wait, Method Man and made us laugh. Method Man and made us laugh. That remind me of Sabina's dad right there. Hi. You see what my nigga? That remind me of Sabina's dad. I need hey, come on. Oh man. Man, those are classic, bro. Those are actually classic. The Method Man them. Those are actually classics. And we gotta understand they have did a lot. They have did a lot for the culture. They have did a lot, and it's good to see those guys still living. It's good to see those guys living in healthiness. Look at Method Man. He did a lot, man. He really done a lot. He really just done a lot. You gotta just Yeah, come in. What'd you say? All right, hold up.